Hello friends, this is Satvinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today, very excited because today there is 3 draws to share with you. And these 3 draws are very important because they are targeting a particular segment, which is information technology, IT and healthcare. So what are the draws? What is the detail? I'll share everything with you. But before that, if you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration, news, update, tips and tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. So please press the bell icon so that you get notified when the video is uploaded. So without further delay, let's get started. This is about 3 PNP draws. So 3 PNP draws are conducted, 2 by Ontario and 1 by BC, British Columbia. Since I live in Ontario, let me start with Ontario first. So before I tell you the draws, it's always beneficial to understand the categories so you can understand where the draw came. So the categories, first of all, under OINP. OINP is Ontario's Immigrant Nominee Program, Ontario's PNP. So Ontario's PNP is basically divided into 3 categories: express entry, linked. The second one is expression of interest, and the third one is business or entrepreneur category. So these are the 3 broad categories. But today I will be focusing only on express entry linked. The word itself is very clear. When it says express entry linked, that means it is linked to the federal express entry. So you need to have a profile into the federal express entry. Express entry linked is further divided into 3 categories: the human capital stream or human capital priority, under which a very famous draw comes, which is tech draw, and then Ontario skill trade, and the third one is French speaking skilled workers. These are the 3 categories, and the draw came under tech draw. As I said, to have this draw, to have this, you need to have a profile into the federal express entry, and then only you will get notification of interest. So let's look at this tech draw. Now, the HCP tech draw, HCP is human capital priorities, and this is the information right from the government website. Sometimes it is difficult to read these numbers, so the same thing is presented in the form of a highlight and analysis. So first thing, this draw came on February 2nd. 2nd February 2023. This is our tech draw, technology. And when I say technology, not all technology sectors. It is only focused on information technology, IT, computers, computer industry, right? So IT. And now look at the number. And this is the reason I call Ontario as immigration engine. They are always way ahead, way ahead. So look at the number of people they have called. 1,127. Huge number. One particular segment of the draw, and they have called 1,127 people. And CRS score for this is 481 to 489. So here we will talk about the CRS score because this is express entry linked. The profiles were created 1 year back, so we'll go up to February 2nd, 2022. So this is the information about tech draw. Now, another important thing to share with you is many times people say, technology sector is big. Can you tell what knock codes? So I am bringing to you here the knock codes also. Knock is changed to TEER because it has now become 5 digits. Earlier it was 4 digits. So I am showing you here what knock codes have been called. So here are the knocks: computer system manager, data scientist, database analyst, then you have computer software developers, of course software engineers, web designers, web developers, and lastly computer engineers. So knock codes and the description right in front of you. These are the guys who were called. So 1,000 people, more than 1,000 people, 1,127 people are called. After California, USA, Silicon Valley, Toronto is one of the biggest IT markets in the world. It is the second Silicon Valley of the North America. This much is the demand of IT people here. And I can tell you because I belong to that field. So here it is very, very important. If you are from an IT sector and if you are not getting the chance, then there must be something wrong. Either you are misguided by someone or there is some problem in your file. But I can still say, if you get proper guidance, if you get proper way, you can easily make out in these draws. So let's move on and let's see the other draw. So Ontario basically conducted two draws. Ontario conducted the second draw also, and now let's look at the second draw. This is also express entry linked, and this is also under the human capital priority stream. So this draw is called healthcare draw, and this is health draw or healthcare draw, and this is where we are going to focus. So again, you need to have a profile into the express entry and you will get notification of interest. So this is the information. Now let's look at the draw. So under human capital priority stream, the draw, look at the number. Ontario always sends you big number. So look at the number. Ontario called 700 people. So the draw happened on February 2nd and it is a health draw, and the total number of people called are 775. 775 people are called. So there is, I am telling you, there is so much shortage of healthcare professionals here in Ontario, and not just in Ontario, almost everywhere in Canada. So if you belong to a healthcare segment, healthcare is a very big domain, very big domain. So I'll touch upon that, but let's first look at the CRS score. The CRS score was between 476 and 489, and the profiles were created 1 year back. So it is February 2nd, 2022. And now look at the knock codes. As I said, healthcare is a big domain, but which knock codes have been invited? Let's look at those knock codes. So the knock codes invited are family doctors, surgeons, then you have general practitioner, veterinary doctors, you have optometrists, audiologists, pharmacists, then you have chiropractors, physiotherapists, occupational therapists, and this is not all, you will have more, right? So you have here animal health technologists, you have dental hygienists, dentists, medical laboratory technologists, sonographers, massage therapists, and nurses, pharmacy technicians. So this much is the category of people invited. Now with that information, let's move on to the other province, which is other side on the west side, which is BC. So BC province conducted its fifth PNP draw, and this is in January, but they posted it late. Last day of January they conducted the draw. Last day was Tuesday. Every Tuesday BC conducts a draw. So this draw was conducted on 31st January but posted a little late. So here I am sharing all the information with you. But before I go on to the draw, let me quickly go through the categories so that you can able to catch where what happened. So BCPNP is also divided into three categories: express entry linked, then you have skills immigration, and like any other province or territory, they are also very much focused on entrepreneur stream, because entrepreneur creates the job. They boost the economy. Small businesses boost the economy. So entrepreneur stream is always very important, but today's focus is not entrepreneur, it is skills immigration. So we are going to talk about skills immigration. So skills immigration is further divided into 5 different categories. First one is skilled worker, of course, skilled immigration. Then you have health authority. Then you have international graduates. International graduates are those graduates who come from their home country, study from British Columbia, colleges or universities. They do their graduation, maybe a 2-year college or a 3-year graduation or 4-year graduation, but they do the graduation after 12th. There is another category which is called international postgraduate. This is for those people who are already graduate from the home country and they come here and do their masters or PhD. Last category is express, entry level and semi-skilled category. So these are the 5 categories. Now with that information, let's look at the draw. So draw happened on 31st of January, as I said, and the draw is a tech draw. It happened under skilled worker and international graduate category, and it is a tech draw. So BC conducts a draw in 2 categories. One is this category, general category. Always they have 2 draws every time on Tuesday. The second draw is a targeted draw, and here is the targeted draw information. So sometimes difficult to read. So let's do the analysis so it is easier for you to understand. Total on 31st January, BC called 283 people, and out of 283 people, 243 are invited under draw 1. The 243 which are invited are technology guys, IT sector, information technology, computers. So such is the demand. Right? So let's look at the part 2 also. So part 2, which is a targeted draw, 40 people were called, and under that 18 are called under early childhood educators. Then healthcare workers 18 are called, and occupational under animal health technologists as well as veterinary doctors. They are 4 are called under this. So that is the information. Now let's look at the snapshot. Snapshot means till now how many people are called. So this is the end of January, and in the month of January total they have conducted 5 draws. 5 draws have been conducted. Here is the information of every draw. 4th January draw was conducted, 10th January draw was conducted, 17th, 24th, 31st. 5 draws were conducted. Total 1,107 people are called. So from both these draws you can make an interpretation that IT and healthcare sector are in huge demand. If you are from IT sector or healthcare sector, this is your chance. And if you are not getting your due chance, there must be something wrong. You must be hitting the wrong side. So with that, as I always say, if you want to discuss your file with us, you can book an appointment. Our office is located in Brampton. Address, email ID, phone number. Everything is shared with you. And last but more important thing, that if you have still not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.